build a piano to have 1/4 notes, you have to put a gray key in between every two keys. So that makes it possible for Persian music to have many different scales. In Western music, we have major and minor. In Persian music, we have 12 different scales. And two of these scales are matching or mapping major and minor. The major in Persian is called Mahur, and the minor scale is called Esfahan. And these are the two scales that we are going to perform for you today. Today's program consists of a few songs, a few instrumentals, and also a few talks, short talks about the description of the musical instruments that we are playing with. So with this said, I would like to invite MEZRAAB Ensemble, which is a part of Persian Music Center of New England. We perform classical music, and please come forward. This group that you see here, music is their hobby. They're all professionals, different technologies, medical, dentists, architects, and so forth and so on. So none of them are musical, musicians with, as their career, right? Also, with us, we have Nikan Milani, who is, where is Nikan? Okay, Nikan is back there. He has a PhD in music, and he's helping us a lot with our performances and arrangements. Of course, of course, as I mentioned, we have been doing this for about 5 months. We haven't had enough chance to have Nikan to help us as much as we wanted to, but we are doing okay, you will see. The other thing is, I want to thank Watertown Public Library for allowing us to do this and getting everyone together here, and really we appreciate their help. The first part of, as I said, there are 2 parts to this performance, to this program. The first part is in Mahur or major scale, and we are going to start with that. One thing I forgot, I did not introduce the musicians. Farnoosh, Yasamin, Hossein, Sarina, Nooshin, Samira, Sina, Ashkan. Mohammad who's doing the sound system for us. Now, one of the instruments is called daf, which Ashkan is going to play as a solo, and after that we are going to start another song which basically is played with daf as well. in this part of the program, I'm going to introduce the instrument that I am playing, which is called Santoor. It is an instrument, let me hold it up for you first so you can see the look of it, and then I explain how it works. This is the instrument. Thank you. Okay, as you see, this has a lot of strings. This instrument is made with 9 pair of poles. These are poles here, here and here. 10, 11, and 12. So there are varieties of it. And these poles in this side, there are strings coming from this end of the box to this end. And the distance between this pole and here is half as much as the distance between here and here. Therefore, when we tune one of these, the front of the pole is going to be the octave of the note in the back of the pole. On this side, the strings are coming from here to here, and from here goes all the way to this side. And when we tune these things, this is going to be the octave of this note. So there are 3 octaves here. But in addition to this, because there are 12 basic pair of notes here, we are going to have about 3.5 octaves on these instruments. Each one of these, there are 4 strings. So 12 times 8, 4 and 4. This has 96 strings. And believe me, it's going to be very hard to tune it. So at this time, what I'm going to do, because this is tuned now for major scale, which we just played, I need to go back to that room, and it takes me about 10 minutes to tune it for a minor scale. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to use these things here with a little piece that I have here, a wrench here, and tune it. So I need to 24 strings. I have to tune 24 strings now. And I will do that, and before we start basically doing the second part. But before I do this, other people here are going to do some other performances as well in major scale. Oh, yeah, right. I have to do more. That's perfect. Okay, now this is instrumental, and the 3 of us are going to play this.
Very beautifully done. Thank you. So welcome everyone. We are so thrilled to have you here today. And my name is Sarina, and I'm going to introduce my instrument, the Taar. So the Taar is an Iranian musical instrument. It's shared by many cultures and countries like Iran, Azerbaijan, Georgia, and Armenia. The word Taar means string in Farsi, and it is claimed to be the root of the names of the Persian sitar and the guitar. It is, as you can see, it is long, naked, and waisted, its current form appeared in the middle of 18th century in Persia, and the body has like a double. Sorry, I can't hold it and hold the microphone at the same time. So the body has a double bowl, which is carved out of mulberry wood, and the top is a thin membrane of stretched lambskin. The fingerboard has between 25 and 28 frets, and there are 3 double courses of string, which every one is connected to a peg on the top. And its range is 2.5 octaves. The pioneer musicians of Taar are MEZRAAB and Darvish Khan, and the most contemporary musicians of it are Jalil Shahnaz, Lutfi, and Hossein Alizadeh, if you want to Google them and learn more about the music. Now I pass it to Sina.
Hello everyone, I would like to talk a little bit about the ney. Actually, ney is a very old and traditional Iranian music, Iranian actually instrumental music. As you can see, it is very simple. It is a hollow cylinder that has some 6 actually finger holes that we can actually make the notes or music. What about the making sound? There is actually a piece of the plastic at the top of instrument that should be placed between 2 upper front teeth, and by tongue and teeth we can direct a very small flow of air to this tube to make the sound. And with changing the size of that stream or the velocity of flow inside the tube, we can change the sound. So ney come in several lanes. Actually, we have several lanes for that. It is the longest ney that I have in my box, and it is the shortest one, so that you can see the difference between the lanes. But in terms of sound, the range of frequency for the short one is higher than the longer one. So, and I wanted to play a little bit with both of them, and then you can see the difference between the sounds. The short one. Longest ney that they have.
Ney.